and start operating like you're expecting a miracle. Think about it. When you're a kid and you're going to the amusement park, you're going fishing, you're going to the lake, whatever it is, you have something to look forward to. You have something that you know is coming. You are excited. You're getting ready for it. And guess what? You might even have even a better week or a better few days leading up to that because you're just expecting something great. You're excited. You're living in that state of action, of making things happen, of looking at the positive instead of the negative. And for example, if you know something bad is coming up, like if you have a court date or if you have some type of bad conflict, you're just dreading it. You're not looking forward to it. You're just focused on the bad. And in life, you have to focus on the good because their positivity and negativity, they cannot coincide. They cannot be together at the same space. So what this means is if you're practicing gratitude and you're being grateful, you're thinking of all the things that you're happy and grateful for. You can't be ungrateful. It just can't happen. If you're thinking of all the things you're ungrateful for and that you hate in your life, you can't be happy. So we have to focus on the positive. We have to focus and be grateful for what we have. And we have to focus on the opportunity and what is in store for today. One of the greatest things that I have done in my life is to to try and see the miracle in every day. Because then when I start looking for the miracle and I start expecting something great to happen, every single time something great happens. It's just, it never fails. And you have to start living and operating in the same way. That a miracle is happening for you, a miracle is coming. So just think back to your past. Something great has God has done for you. Whether it's He broke you free, He broke the chains of some stronghold, maybe some addiction, or maybe He just closed the window and He opened up the door for you. He gave you a new opportunity, a new job, a new relationship. He he got you away from something, someone, someplace, and brought you closer to something better. That's going to lead you closer to Him. That's a miracle. A miracle doesn't have to be this big, great thing. And we have to start realizing that. And just real quick, when people say they're in awe of something, like, oh, I'm in awe of this, they think it has to be some great big, Michelangelo, some type of, maybe some great big painting or some amazing sunset or something crazy, right? But a miracle is in the eye of the beholder. So you can be in awe just by breathing in the air. If it's a nice day, it just feels good. You can be in awe after you go, going on a walk. Like it doesn't have to be anything crazy. And so you might think there's no way a miracle can happen every day, but absolutely it can. It just depends on your lens and how you're viewing it, because there's small miracles and there's big miracles. There's ones that are just gonna alter your day, and there are ones that will alter your life. So we have to start seeing, and they're really the same thing, because if you start seeing the daily miracles as if it's altering your day after day after day, and you're recognizing that, it ultimately is altering your life. But you need to start thinking to yourself, what miracle is in store for me today? What is a miracle that happened already? What miracle happened yesterday? What miracle happened today? Here's a miracle that I can think of right now. Over the weekend, I was just extremely tempted to go out. And literally, I got a haircut and stuff. Like, it was a good day. And I've put away a lot of things. I sacrificed a lot of things in my life. But I still have that temptation to go out. Lust. And all the other temptations, they're like put away. They don't come up, It's been a while. So that still comes up, almost every weekend, of wanting to go out. And literally I thought I was gonna go out. I showered, and I was like, I'm just gonna go, just real quick, just for a couple hours, be back home early, maybe meet a couple people, make a couple friends, whatever. But guess what? I knew that wasn't the right thing because I had commitments early in the morning. I had to get up. I had to go to church. I had these things that I needed to do, and I had to be at a high level. I couldn't be dragging and feeling miserable, feeling like, oh, I got to get through this. So even though I thought I was going, and I literally just started praying. And sometimes when you're praying for something, your mind might be telling you, might be literally thinking in the moment, like, this isn't gonna happen. Like, I don't know if it's gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work. But literally all you have to have is a faith of a mustard seed. And that's exactly what I had. I just prayed that God order my steps, that He guide me, that I go in the direction that He wants me to, that I follow His path, and I have the strength and courage to do His will. And I'm just praying, and that's all I had, is a faith of a mustard seed, and you can grow on top of that. So that is a miracle right there, that I thought I was going out for sure, but it's a miracle that God gave me the peace in that moment to follow His path. God will comfort you. I think it's Psalms 34:18, or Proverbs 34:18, and it says, God is near to the brokenhearted. He heals and binds up their wounds. So God will comfort you in all circumstances, all stages. You just got to reach out to Him. It's almost like, here's a quick analogy, and just going back to the point, that's a miracle right there. It's a miracle that He gave me that, and that I was able to stay in. So we have to recognize these miracles, small and large. And here's an analogy right here. Imagine you're taking your dad's truck out. It's his brand new truck. It's super nice. You take it for a drive. He finally lets you use it. And then you pop the tire, and then you're just freaking out, like you're trying to figure out how you're gonna get it replaced. You call up one of your buddies, and you're like, hey, can you come fix this for me? Like, I don't want my dad knowing. Like, I want it fixed. I don't want him to find out. And you're trying all these things. You spend a couple hours, but then you just finally reach out to your dad, and you're like, hey, I'm so sorry I popped the tire. You think he's gonna be all mad, but then he just comforts you. He says, it's okay. It's all right. It's the same thing with life. When we have challenges, when we pop a tire, when we're going through something and we're struggling with a relationship, with a job, with an addiction, whatever it is, and all we have to do is reach out to God, just like we reach out to our Father for the pop tire. We got to reach out to our Father for whatever circumstance it is in life, for whatever problem, whatever challenge, adversity you're going through. Reach out to God. All you got to do is literally tell Him, hey, this is what's going on. You don't have to talk to Him like He's just so far away. Just literally vent out your heart and your mind to Him. Because what is Psalms 55:22? Cast all your burdens upon the Lord, and He shall sustain you. So He wants you to be honest with Him. He wants you to be open. And that's all you have to do. Just reach out to Him, because He will be there. He will guide you. He will comfort you every single time. So that's a miracle right there. Reaching out, having the ability to reach out, still being alive, to be able to reach out, to talk about, to vent, whatever it is that's going on. So see the miracles and all the things, large and small. And once you start making a habit of seeing that miracle and knowing that another one is coming, how does that song go? Another one is on the way. Miracle after miracle. That's life right there. That's every day. We got to start recognizing that. We got to start being grateful for the miracle of the sun, of waking up, of another breath, of every single thing. So some people might be like, oh, that's cheesy, whatever, but it's not cheesy, because guess what? What's the opposite of that? It's living in a state of complaining, in a state of, instead of abundance, of lack. Instead of seeing the miracle, people might think it's cheesy, whatever. What are they doing? They're seeing the bad. They're seeing the problem. So you must do your best to not find the problem, but to find the abundance and the opportunity. So hope you have a blessed day. Psalms 118:24, Lord has made this day, we shall rejoice and be glad in it. So let's go. Let's rejoice. Let's be glad that we have an opportunity today. Let's make the most of it. and just think about what miracle is coming, and think about what miracle's happening in your life. Start expecting a miracle to happen today. Literally expect a miracle, and I promise you something will come, something great.